So, you decided to build a website. It's a smart move because even now, in 2023, building a digital presence for yourself or your business is a must. In this video, I'm excited to share my complete guide on how to build your first WordPress website, step by step. My name is Luke, and I'm a web creator. And for more than 10 years, I've built hundreds of WordPress sites and trained thousands of people to build WordPress websites. From my experience in the field, I decided to create my ultimate guide, how to build a WordPress website without using code. This guide was written specifically for beginners. So if you've never built a website and have no idea how to use WordPress, you're in the right place. If you have any questions, or maybe you don't understand something, feel free to ask me in the comments of the video or use the link in the description of this video. I'm here for any questions you have as you build your first WordPress site. This is my passion. Before we start building the site, I find it important to answer two questions that you might have already thought about. Why and how much? Why choose WordPress and how much will it cost me? First, why choose WordPress? Well, in 2023, there are lots of website building platforms. I'm sure you've been exposed to brands such as Wix, Squarespace, and Webflow. It's important that you know WordPress is the best and most professional platform for building a website. I'm not the only one who chose WordPress. In fact, 43% of all websites in the world, yes, you heard me right, 43% of all the websites in the world chose WordPress. It's the ultimate operating system for websites. And that means you'll never be alone. On any social network and in every point on the globe, there are communities of WordPress users who will be happy to help with any challenge. You can find thousands of WordPress freelancers on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr that will help you with any challenge. There are thousands of plugins for WordPress. Need a specific functionality for your website? Someone has already thought of it and built it. There are thousands of pre-made designs for WordPress, designed themes, kits, and templates that will help you achieve a beautiful result and reduce the time and cost of building a website. But I really want to tell you about my own personal experience. Over the past 10 years, I've built hundreds of WordPress websites. WordPress has provided me with a solution for all types of websites: personal portfolios and brand websites, business websites, e-commerce sites, landing pages, and especially complex content sites. WordPress is the professional choice, favored by the web creators, developers, and designers who built the internet. And the most important thing for me and them is the ability to gain full control over the website. This is the secret sauce of WordPress compared to other platforms. WordPress is an open source platform, meaning that when you build your WordPress website, you are the owner of your content. If you want to change your hosting provider, you can easily move your site and your content, no problem. You can control the features and design and even edit the source code of the operating system. Bottom line, you can create the WordPress environment that best fits your needs. Okay, I explained the why, but how much will a WordPress site cost me? Wait, what does that mean? How much does a WordPress site cost me? Isn't WordPress free? You must have read this somewhere. The answer is no. A WordPress site costs money. Although the WordPress content management system, or CMS, is an open source product and available for free download, don't get confused by the word free. You will still have to pay for all the surrounding services, like domain name, storage, hosting, templates, a page builder, plugins, and more. I'll explain more about that in detail soon. So, how much will it cost to build your website? That's a tricky question. There really isn't a price for a website. It all depends on the type of website you want to build, if you need any special features, custom designs and development, the number of visitors to the website, and automation, just to name a few. And of course, the time of a professional to build your website. There is no end to how much you can invest in a website. In this guide, I'll show you how to build a basic WordPress website yourself at less than $200 per year. If you would like to spend more money, you can always upgrade your website, add countless capabilities to it, and take it to the next level. And this is part of the beauty of WordPress. You can always add more and more features and capabilities to your website. What is needed to build a WordPress website? Your WordPress website consists of 6 components. Domain name. This is the name of your website's address. For example, yourname.com. Hosting. This is where you'll store your website's files. the WordPress content management system, to manage your website content, pages, images, permissions, and more. The theme, which will define the general structure of your website. A website builder. This will help you build your design and edit your website's content. Then lastly, plugins. These will add additional functionality to your website. In WordPress's old world, you had to assemble these 6 components from countless different vendors, pay each vendor separately, install each component separately, and deal with all the incompatibilities and complications on your own. This was definitely a challenging and unpleasant experience, and there are probably a lot of outdated guides on the internet that still recommend it. It sounds stressful, doesn't it? Luckily, you've come to the right guide. It's time to reveal the secret of the professionals, how to build a modern and professional WordPress website without complications and without headaches in 2023. The secret is called Elementor, the smoothest and most advanced way to build WordPress websites. What started in 2016 as a page builder plugin has evolved into an industry-leading WordPress platform that provides all you need for a winning WordPress website all in one place. The Elementor package includes Elementor hosting, Elementor Hello theme, Elementor website builder, Elementor library, and Elementor AI. However, before we click the magical pink button, I'd like to explain a little more about each of the elements Elementor brings to your WordPress site so that you'll be confident that you've made the right choice. If you trust me and don't have the patience to learn some technical terms, click here and let's start our pink journey together. So, let's see what's inside the website builder all-in-one of Elementor. Elementor Hosting is a hosting plan for WordPress that comes with a managed installation of the WordPress CMS. It is a hosting plan that the guys at Elementor configured to be exactly for your website needs. Rest assured that your website is fast, secure, and stable. The basic package for Elementor Hosting for WordPress comes with 10 gigabytes of storage, which is more than enough for the average business website. 30 gigabytes of traffic volume, which is suitable for about 25,000 visitors per month, which is more than enough. Elementor Hosting also guarantees a 99.9% server uptime, which is the average figure in the industry. Automatic updates for WordPress versions, a built-in SSL license for security, a caching system to improve performance, and automatic and manual backups for your website. But different from hosting companies that only sell you a hosting plan and leave you looking for solutions all alone, Elementor gives you the perfect solution. WordPress with a design kit, the Hello Elementor theme, and the Elementor Pro Page Builder plugin all pre-installed. Hello Elementor is a WordPress theme developed especially for Elementor websites, a clean and fast basic template without add-ons or unnecessary code, only what your website really needs. So, how fast is it? Hello is a WordPress theme born to be fast and weighs only 6 kilobytes, which allows it to load within a quarter of a second. Hello is one of the most popular WordPress themes with more than 1 million active installations and also my choice for every WordPress website I build. Elementor Website Builder, the Pro version. Elementor Website Builder is one of the most popular WordPress plugins of all time and is installed on more than 13 million websites. It's available in dozens of languages and has received thousands of ratings from satisfied customers and users. Elementor Pro includes hundreds of features, and the best part about Elementor Pro is that the guys never stop innovating and improving it, and almost every month a new feature is added to add more and more capabilities to the system. With Elementor Website Builder, you've got everything you'll ever need. A drag and drop editor with more than 100 widgets, a theme builder, animations and advanced design capabilities, presentations, galleries, and carousels, a form builder with an interface for saving leads and built-in integration for advanced automation tools, built-in integration with the popular stores plugin WooCommerce, a marketing package that includes an interface for building landing pages and pop-ups. So you don't have to start from scratch. Elementor comes with hundreds of ready-made templates and design to help you start building anything you want, a full website, pages, landing pages, blocks, and pop-ups. And recently, Elementor also added Elementor AI, an artificial intelligence-based interface that will help you write code and generate images for your website. So every time you want to add text or an image, Elementor AI will help you write the content with ease and the convenience of Elementor. You can get all this goodness with one click, one license that starts at $120 per year. You no longer have to create a WordPress site out of 10 different products, try to figure out how each of them work, multiple payments, compatibility issues, and running between different support and customer services. At a cost of $120 per year, you can have everything you need for a winning WordPress website. I hope you didn't get too lost in all the technical terms, and even if you did, take my advice that comes with the experience of building hundreds of WordPress websites. Choose Elementor. It best fits your needs. And after this long introduction, it's time to click the pink magic button and get started. To get started, I'm going to sign up to an Elementor hosting account. Doing so will provide me with everything that I need to create my first WordPress website. Not only am I provided with fast, secure web hosting, which includes an SSL certificate for security, daily backups, and VIP support, but it also will automatically install WordPress and Elementor for me. I will first visit elementor.com in my browser. Next, let's select the Get Started. Here I can choose what type of website I'd like to create. I like the look of this wireframe kit, so let's take a look and see what's inside by selecting the Preview Design option. This kit contains a homepage that uses a variety of layouts to highlight the services my company offers. It also contains an About page, a Services page, a blog page, and a Contact page. This is a great foundation on which to build my first WordPress website. I will now select the Start with this design option at the top of this page. Next, we will be taken to a screen where we will be presented with the option to choose a site plan. I will select the Buy Now option. Once having completed my purchase, I am taken to the confirmation screen where I will select Start creating your website. On the next screen, I'll enter a temporary domain name for the website. Don't worry, we'll learn how to connect a custom domain name later on. I'll verify my temporary domain name choice and select Next when ready. Elementor will then install WordPress and the kit I chose. You might be wondering what a wireframe kit is, right? Well, to put simply, it is a bare-bones blueprint for a full website. While fully designed kits serve a purpose, sometimes a wireframe kit is a good idea as it will provide a strong foundation for my design. Okay, it looks like our website is ready to go. Before I take a look at my created website, let's explore my Elementor account dashboard. I can first see the new website I've just created. Over on the left, I can see the navigation for the main areas of my account. I also have options for subscriptions, teams, FAQ and support, community, and to hire an expert. In the top right-hand corner, if I select my name, I'll be able to view and edit any of my profile information. Back to the websites now. If I hover over my website, you'll see I'm presented with several options. The first two options will redirect me to specific areas of the website admin. For now, I'll select Manage this website. The first area lets you connect a custom domain name. We'll get into that later. Next, email authentication settings. These settings are made after the domain is connected at the final stages before launch. Next, I have Site Lock. Here, I can set a pin to share with anyone I would like to view the website before the launch while being closed to the rest of the world until I'm ready to enable it. I can see a list of backups that are taken daily automatically, and I can also create my own. Finally, I have debugging and troubleshooting options. Okay, with the Elementor dashboard fully explored, I will log into my WordPress dashboard and teach you how to use it. I'll select Open WP Dashboard as I'm first going to teach you about WordPress. Here I am on the WordPress dashboard. In the top left corner, if I hover over the site name, I can click on the link that appears and visit my website. I'm first taken to the homepage, and as you can see, everything looks as expected, just as we saw earlier when we previewed this kit. And while these pages look a little plain right now, they have provided me with a jump start in building my website and will save me a lot of time. Here I am once again, back in the WordPress dashboard. In the bottom right is the Elementor help icon. I use this if I need to contact support staff. At the top of the page, the WordPress toolbar offers links to the website's various areas. If I visit the front end of my website, I'll have more options in this toolbar. Please note, this toolbar will only display on the website for a logged-in admin user. Back in the dashboard, on the left-hand side, you'll see the main menu options. This menu contains many important areas which include blog posts, media files, the pages of our website, Elementor settings, templates associated with our website, appearances, which is where you'll find the themes and menu options, as well as plugins, website users, tools, and settings. We'll first explore pages. And you may already be wondering, what's the difference between a page and a post? Well, that's a great question and one I can answer quickly. Consider pages as your static content that rarely has to be changed. This might be, for instance, your About page and is regarded as a permanent item. Posts, on the other hand, are blog entry articles, which are added to your site regularly. In the WordPress dashboard, I'll navigate to the Pages menu and select the All Pages option. Here I am presented with a list of all the pages currently associated with my website. Hovering over the page title displays several options. I can select the Edit with Elementor link or select More options to display a drop-down of other useful functions. Adding a new page is done in a few simple steps. Select the Add New button near the top of the page. Give the new page a name, then select the Publish button. It will ask me to confirm that I wish to publish the page. I'll confirm this action. It really is as simple as that. There is no need to add any content to this page, as I'll be covering this in the next steps. Let's return to the dashboard. Now that you know a bit about pages, I'll talk more about posts and the archive page. From the dashboard menu, I'll visit the Posts section. Several sample posts were included when we installed the kit, as you see here. By hovering over the top of one, I'll then be able to select the Edit option. Once the post is loaded, I can now see the post in the WordPress block editor. It consists of widgets known as blocks. These are headings, paragraphs, images, buttons, and many other types of content that you need for your website. These can be located by clicking the plus icon in your content or the top of the editor that opens the block inserter panel. Let's update this post and return to the dashboard by selecting the WordPress logo in the top corner. To create a new post, I'll select the Add New option. When this is selected, it will open the WordPress editor. I will first give my post a title by selecting the Add Title headline and typing the name of my post. I'll then enter the excerpt in the Post Settings panel and upload an image to be my featured image. I can then write about the new project in the editor. Next, I'll click the Publish button and publish my post. I can view the post by selecting the link at the bottom. That looks great. I'll return to the dashboard. You might be wondering if you can write posts with the Elementor editor. The answer is absolutely. If you wish to include more complex designs and interactive content, it is better to edit the posts using Elementor. The choice is up to you. How can visitors see my posts? Posts can be accessed in several ways on the website. A link from one of my pages, added to a menu, or by an archive page. An archive page displays a directory list or grid of all the articles I've created. Oftentimes the archive page is named blog. In order for my new portfolio page to function as an archive, I must assign it in the WordPress dashboard. I do this by first navigating to the Settings menu and then selecting the Reading option. From the Reading Options settings page, near the top, I can use the drop-down menu to select my portfolio page as the Posts page, then save it. I can then return to the Posts menu page and select the View Posts link. When the page loads, I'll see the posts in a grid-based layout view. We will learn how to edit this heading a bit later on in the theme builder. Let's now return to the WordPress dashboard. Posts have an additional function that pages do not. Posts may also be assigned to a category. Categories are a way to filter the topic for the posts. We can change the blog category that was created for us by navigating to the Posts menu of the dashboard and then selecting the category option. If I hover over the blog category, I can then select the Quick Edit option. I will then replace blog with projects. It is important to change the slug as well. Next, let's explore what plugins are and find out how they can enhance our website. So, what is a WordPress plugin? Think of plugins as being like apps on your smartphone. Plugins add new features or functionality, or simply extend the capabilities of existing ones. If we head over to the plugins area in the dashboard, we can see the list of installed plugins. To add a new plugin, first select the Add New button, and then search the WordPress plugin repository to find one that I need. Let's now, once again, return to the dashboard. When learning WordPress, it is very crucial to know what themes are. A WordPress theme is a collection of files that work together to create what I see and decide how my site behaves. To locate the themes in the WordPress dashboard, navigate to the Appearance menu and then select the Themes option. Here I'll see a list of any themes I currently have installed on my website. When I signed up for Elementor hosting and started with a kit, it automatically installed a theme for me called Hello. The Hello theme was developed and is maintained by Elementor. It is a very lightweight theme and it works in harmony with the Elementor website builder. I'll return to the dashboard once again. Now I'll show you how the WordPress menu system works. Menus are important as they provide a standardized method for visitors to navigate through the website. If I take a look at my website one more time, I can see that this one has already been created for me. To manage and make changes to the menu, I will go back to the WordPress dashboard. I will head over to the Appearance tab and select the Menus option. Here I can see the menu which was created for me when the kit was imported. I can rearrange the menus by selecting them and dragging them to the desired location. To add a new menu item, I can simply select it from the list here and choose Add to Menu. Then I click the Save button to publish the changes to the menu. Now if I visit the website, I can see the new page has been added to my menu. Now back to the dashboard again. Next, I'll explore the WordPress Media Library. To do this, I will navigate to the Media tab in the WordPress dashboard. The Media Library is where all the site's media files, such as images, videos, and MP3s are stored. Selecting a media file will open up details about it. Our media library is currently made up of placeholder images, as we decided to start with a wireframe kit. And we'll be adding some more life and color to these soon, so stick around. For now, let's head back to the dashboard. The Settings menu is where I can change many of the preferences for my website. I will visit it now from the dashboard menu. In the general settings, I can change things like the time zone and language preferences for my site. And that's pretty much everything that you need to know about the basics of WordPress. So let's learn a bit about Elementor and how it's used with WordPress. Elementor provides us with a system to create and maintain any type of website we desire, all without writing a single line of code. It comes packaged with a whole host of tools and features which will make any web creator's life much easier. In the WordPress dashboard, I'll head over to the Pages menu, hover over Home, and select Edit with Elementor. Just to remind you, Elementor is a visual drag and drop builder, so what I see is what is displayed on my website. Let's take a look at each section in the editor to better understand this. I have a Widgets panel. This is where all the extremely helpful Elementor widgets are stored. Then I have the Canvas area. Everything you see here is editable. Simply select something, make a change. Pretty simple, right? And in the top left corner, if I select the burger icon, I can access additional areas of Elementor, most of which we'll explore in due course. Finally, at the bottom of the widget panel, I can access the page settings, open and close the navigator that will help me access and organize my content on the canvas, view a history and any changes made to the page, open the responsive controls, preview the page live in the browser, and last but not least, the update button, which I'll use when I'm ready for the web page to go live. With Elementor, pages are built using containers. A container holds the other elements of your page, including widgets and other containers. In order to create a new container, I'll select the plus icon located in the canvas area. Here you can see many preset layout structures. I will choose this simple row layout, which displays elements horizontally. I can edit the container's height and other layout properties in the widget panel. It's within these containers that I'll add my widgets or additional containers to create columns.
I can add as many containers to the page as I want to create unique layouts.
How about widgets? What exactly are these and how do they help us build websites? In Elementor, widgets are the building blocks of your website.
You have nearly 100 widgets to choose from, adding functionality to your page. To add a widget, I simply drag and drop it inside a container, like this button widget. Each widget is made up of 3 areas: the Content tab, the Style tab, and the Advanced tab. The Content tab is where we configure our widget. In this instance, I have the button widget selected, so I'm able to configure aspects like the text which is displayed within the button, the link which the button navigates to, alignment, size, and more. Each widget is unique, and these configuration options will change accordingly. Next, I have the Style tab, which allows us to do just that. I can amend typography, color, as well as adding things like borders and spacing. Then finally, I have the Advanced tab. This will likely look very similar for whichever widget you have selected and provides us with an extensive range of options. I can adjust spacing aspects such as padding and margin, and so much more. Next, I'll drag a heading widget over into the canvas. The heading widget is edited in the widget panel, or it can be edited directly on the page. The HTML of the heading tag is used to assign the hierarchy structure. These are located in the HTML tag dropdown. Here, I can choose from a H1 to a H6, as well as other tags, such as a division, span, and paragraph. In the Style tab, I can adjust the size and the color of the heading, or use the global styles, which I'll teach you about shortly. I'll now drag a text editor widget to the canvas. The text editor is used for creating paragraphs of content for your website. This widget uses many of the same tools that you have used when writing an email, such as bold, italics, bullet points, and other common formatting options. I can edit the text as before. I can then customize it further in the Style tab. Lastly, I'll drag an image widget into the canvas. Images are important for your website as they can convey your message visually. Once the image has been placed, I can upload an image from my local computer to replace the default placeholder. Once I have added these, I can then click the Insert Media button. I can edit the display size and other options in the Style tab. Let's now remove this container till later on. By clicking within the container, I'll see a list of helpful options. The one I need here is Delete.
Now that you have a better understanding of how the Elementor editor functions, let's get to work and make some stylistic and content changes to really transform the website.
The first thing I am going to do is add my site title, tagline, and logo to the website. In the editor of the homepage, select the hamburger icon in the top left-hand corner and then select Site Settings. In the Site Identity area, I am able to specify my site name, tagline, logo, and favicon. Here, I'll go ahead and edit the site's name and the site's tagline. Click the plus icon under Site Logo Options to open the WordPress Media Library. I'll upload my company logo, like so. When complete, select the Insert Media button. I can also add a site favicon. I do this the same as before. If I now select the Update button and preview my page, you'll see the new logo appears in the header section of my website.
It's a good idea to configure global colors and fonts as it provides a means of updating these aspects across the entire website with just a few clicks, as opposed to manually changing these on a page-by-page basis.
I will return to the main menu screen of the site settings. From here, I'll select the Global Colors option. Changing a global color is done by simply selecting it and amending the global color picker. I will now change my accent color. If you watch the button on the homepage while I edit the color, you can see it changes to reflect this. This is because the color of the buttons are configured to display my accent color. I like this green color. I would now like to add a beige color for my palette. This is done in custom colors by selecting the Add Color button, naming it, and then choosing a color. I'll now select the Update button to save my changes. Let's now learn about the global fonts for Elementor. I'll now once again return to the main site settings by pressing the back arrow and choosing the Global Fonts option. Editing a global font is done by selecting the pencil icon, which opens the typography window. For this example, I'll select the Hero headline. To change a font family, simply select a new one from the drop-down. There are also many other customization options which I can see here, so be sure to experiment with these to find the right configuration for your requirements. When finished, I'll select the Update button and head back to the editing screen by selecting the cross icon.
Early on in this lesson, we learned about WordPress themes and how to add a new theme. Traditionally, if we wish to change the look of a theme, you would need to create a child theme and know how to edit code. Fortunately, by using Elementor, you will not need to do this. When the Elementor page builder is used, its templates use the same structure and good practices as WordPress. This is a much simpler way to create a custom theme of your very own.
From the dashboard, let's take a look at the theme builder by going to the Templates menu. From here, we can select the theme builder. When the page loads, I can see the site parts listed in the side panel. Let's learn what each of these are. The header shows at the top of the website and usually consists of your company's logo or name and a navigation menu. It's also a good place for your phone number or your address so that your visitors can quickly find this on every page. The footer appears at the bottom of the page. It also generally consists of a logo and a directory of pages. It is also a good place to put a copyright and links to legal pages, such as terms of service. The single post displays the full content of a post once selected from an archive or reached from a link online. The single page displays the full content of pages of your website. It allows you to have a consistent layout on all pages. The Posts archive is a list or a grid that displays all the posts on your website. If your site uses categories, it will display only the posts that are related to that category. Think of a news site. When you click on sports, you only see articles about sports. Search results. This is similar to an archive. It will display a list or grid of content that is relevant to a term that is searched for. Error 404 is displayed when a visitor clicks on a link or enters a page name that has been removed or no longer exists. In the main part of my screen, I can see a small preview of the site parts that were imported along with my kit. Let's begin by selecting the header card in the theme builder. It will then display my imported kit's header in a larger preview. In the upper corner, I'll select the link to open this template in the editor. Now that I have my header template open in the editor, let's take a look at the navigator. Here I can see that the header template is made up of two thin container sections. The top container section contains a header widget and an icon list widget. I'll edit my address by selecting it and putting in the correct one. Next, I'll edit the phone number in the icon list widget by selecting it. In the link field, I'll select the Contact URL option. This will open its settings. I will now need to edit the number here so that when clicked, it will automatically dial the number for the visitor. I would also like my header to use the global beige color. I will select the container and in the Style tab, change the background color in the settings. In the navigator, I now have the header container section. This uses the site logo widget and the nav menu widget placed in a container row. I will again change the background color of the container to my global beige in the Style tab. To add a little bit of contrast between my top container and my header, I will return to the top container Style tab, and in the background, I'll reduce the opacity level in the color picker to make it appear a bit lighter. If I select the logo and need to change the size of my logo, I can do so in the Style tab. Next is the Nav menu widget. In the drop-down, I can see that the primary menu is selected. This menu was created when I imported the kit. The Nav menu widget uses standard WordPress menus I taught you about earlier. I can select the menu screen link if I need to edit it. Since it was already set up for me when I imported the kit and completely functional, we will move on to the next part. Let's check out the responsive views and make sure that everything looks good. I have finished editing my kit's header. While I can't cover every option in this tutorial, I encourage you to experiment a little on your own. The possibilities are limitless as to what you can do using Elementor. I'll select the Update button and exit the editor.
Now it's time to attach a great name to your beautiful website.
Once I've gotten an email from my provider saying that it is ready, I can then return to my Elementor website's dashboard. I'll go to Websites and select Manage this website button located in my website's card to open the site details screen. From the Manage Domain section, I'll select the Connect My Domain option. When the screen refreshes, it will ask me to enter the name I purchased. I'll enter that here and select the Let's Begin button. In step 2, the system will detect that my domain name was purchased at GoDaddy. I'll select the first option. Once I select the button, a modal window will appear on my screen that will prompt me to first sign into my account and then authorize connection from Elementor to alter the records. A message will then appear to let me know it was a success. I may then select the Close button. Once the window is closed, there is one more final step. I need to select the Connect My Domain Name link. And that's it. The process is complete. Elementor will send me an email when the process has been finalized and what the next steps are. Once the website is ready with my new name and the email authentication has been set up, it is now time to allow others to see my site. This is done by turning off the site lock feature. Confirm the modal message that asks me if I am ready to go live with your site. My website is now live.
I hope you have learned from this lesson and feel more comfortable with creating WordPress websites using Elementor. Please subscribe to my channel, where I'll be sharing more lessons for beginners to create beautiful WordPress websites.